news that is happening. We have with us Karishma Asudani. She tracks the finance ministry for us, and she broke a very important story on how GST rates could be tweaked on many products, including cigarettes, including cold drinks, including garments, and on some of them they could be brought down. Hello Karishma, and a very warm welcome. What is the update that you have?
Thank you, Shailesh. We are picking up that the council that is going to meet in the end of December is going to take a very important decision, and it is something that was tasked with the Rate Rationalization Committee that is currently convened by the Deputy CM of Bihar, Mr. Samrat Chaudhary. A 6-member committee that has been working on for past 5 months to try and rationalize certain GST rates for the convenience of consumers. We are picking up that a couple of major decisions coming out of their meetings that have been held, a report which also will be submitted. They're considering that in lieu of the fact that compensation cess is about to end now, it's the state panel ministers that think that sin goods like that of tobacco, cigarettes, aerated beverages must now be taxed higher because the cess complement will ultimately be removed with the whole compensation cess gamut ending. We are picking up that since currently, for example, tobacco products, they are taxed at 28% GST plus compensation cess goes on from 5% to that of to close to 15 to 18%. So this could be changed, and a one uniform GST tax rate could be imposed on tobacco products, which will definitely be higher than 28%. They're currently mulling if this is going to be 30%, 35%, or 40%. Now, if this is going to be anywhere between 35 or 40%, it's clearly an increase in the prices of cigarettes and tobacco that a normal consumer will have to pay at their end. Now, the Fitment panel has proposed for a 20% CGST plus 20% SGST, which is going to 40%. So, a 35 or a 40% will be a major hike, because currently, if you see, they were paying close to about 32 to 33%, including the compensation set. Clearly, government will get higher revenue from these decisions, and the fact that they don't want such hazardous products to be taxed cheap is why they're looking to increase it. Besides this, they may also increase taxation on certain luxury products like high-end watches, high-end shoes above a certain price limit could also see a 10% increase in the GST rate.
Right. I think this is something that has been very well accepted by the market. You look at how markets have reacted to these changes, some of them which are detrimental to companies such as VST Industries, to ITC, to Varun Beverages, but as these are sin products where consumption is more than addiction. So you see a fairly muted reaction, especially on ITC, which is now trading around its 200-day DMA. Karishma, was there any logic that the meeting discussed upon changes that were to be made on insurance products, among them health, life and term?
Yeah. While there is a separate group of ministers that is presiding over this, the good news is that the council is likely going to consider and give a waiver on this. Taxation is going to be brought down from 18% to that of 5% on health insurance premiums on individuals, and it's going to be brought down to 0% when it comes to senior citizens. So this is definitely a good news, because of the fact that it's been 6 months that a lot of I'd say hush-bush around this topic, due to which the last GST Council had also formed another group of ministers panel to study specifically on health and life insurance premium. We're picking up from our sources that this will likely be given a green signal in the next GST Council meeting in Jaisalmer.
Right. Let's hope that happens, Karishma. Most of these stocks have been long-term underperformers in the market, but thank you so much for keeping us updated, especially on how rates are moving. Was there any conversation as to why a new tax slab is being introduced, which is now in the vicinity of 35%? I thought there was this process of harmonizing tax rates to somewhere like 3 ranges, but here is another one coming at 35. What's the logic?
You're absolutely right. It's quite ironical in nature because the whole idea of simplifying the tax rate structure was because of the different tax slabs and how the different products are being created. But the GOM on rate rationalization here is also looking at to do away with compensation cess, and in coordination with the cess committee that they have been discussing, it's important that they continue to get their revenue generated from sin goods, is why they think that it is only the sin goods that should be taxed on a higher end. Besides this, the proposal is completely not done away with the fact that the other tax slabs could be simplified in the future. It's just not at the moment that they are considering, but there is still hope that there could be a three tax slab structure plus a special treatment from sin goods. They wouldn't like to call it the 35% slab, but a different special treatment.
Okay, they may not call it the 35% slab, but it's right there in front of us. Thank you so much, Karishma. Always a pleasure listening to you.